If I can quote that former governor of Kano State, is still running after me. And of course, I must especially recognize, and I will be talking a little bit about him, especially recognize the celebrant and his dear wife. Senator Aminu Waziri Tambuwal. Happy birthday and many happy returns. I will just mention Bishop Kuka because he came late. And Bishop Kuka, you should remember this. Rapture. When God has come to take all of us to heaven, if you are not present, we will all leave you behind. You know, this occasion, now, before I talk about this occasion, you don't mind me mentioning my daughter, my first daughter, and if I just introduce her or mention her as my first daughter, I will get a bollocking when I get back home. I must introduce her as my first daughter and my first child, Senator Iyabo Obasanjo. Because he said if I just introduce her as my first daughter, they may think that there is a son who is senior to her in the family. I have a nostalgic feeling here. And the reason is that when I came in and I look around and I walk around, it gives me good memories of the past. Good memories of the past. And I feel as if we were playing back the past. Somebody like Senator David Mark. Only 3 days ago or thereabout, I was talking to him and I said, you know, I've known you for a while when you were a major, and I identified you and singled you out for a difficult task, even as a major. That time, they were colonels, they were generals. I made you the chairman of the Abandoned Properties Committee, and you did a good job of it. Since then, your path has been crossing mine has been crossing yours, until now that I am growing old and I have stopped having path crossing. from what we have heard and from what we have seen of the documentary, and from particularly the points made by your boss and your junior, Governor Emeka Ihedioha, your life has been a monumental life of service. Not only in your community, not only at the political level, but at every level, your life has touched other lives for good. And we thank God for that. You know, the governor, Ihedioha, mentioned, and I must make the point, that when you are going to become Speaker, the then President and myself, as member of the party, didn't quite agree with what you are trying to do. Not because of anything, it's because we felt that if for the first time a woman became the Speaker of the House, we should encourage her to remain as Speaker of the House. But you members thought otherwise, and you took your decision, and we supported your decision. And initially, even you yourself, you were not sure of where we will stand, but we stand with you, and we supported you. One thing that I saw in you and had made me admire you very well, not one thing, two things. One is your humility. I believe that greatness in any human being that does not include humility is greatness that is hollow. Your greatness is not hollow because your greatness is greatness based on humility. The second thing was what you have seen and which I have seen. When you were living as the Speaker, you came to me to seek advice what you should do next. And I said to you that having been the Speaker in the House and maybe looking ahead, you should try and do something at the gubernatorial level. I didn't know that you went to another friend of mine to seek the same advice. You went to Amejoda, may his soul rest in peace. And I didn't know, he didn't know, and you asked him to advise you. and he gave you the same piece of advice that I gave you, and you followed it up. You know, they say wise men think alike. Fools too think alike. So, Amejoda and I, without consulting, without knowing, thought alike. And you follow the piece of advice that we separately gave you. And here we are today. For me, I am happy to be here. I am happy to be your colleague in PDP, colleague in the service of Nigeria, and colleague in service of humanity. And I will say at this point, from what I have seen of you, from what I have heard of you, from what I know of you, the sky is the limit. Maybe if I just say the sky is the limit nowadays, because they say sometime in the past, when you are trying to do something that people regard as impossible, they say you are asking for the moon. But now, people have gone to the moon, they have brought us this soil from the moon. So if you ask for the moon now, it's there. The moon is not just the limit. The moon is the beginning. The Mars is the limit. May God continue to be with you.